Let's talk about rosé wine. Rosé should be an all year round delicious wine to drink. Want to know why? Let's have some fun finding out. In case we haven't met, I'm Ellen from the blog Wine Talk with Ellen. My blog and this YouTube channel are all about having fun discovering wines without overthinking and without overspending. Let's learn some stuff so that you can find rosé wines that are delicious. A little knowledge can go a long way. Let's have a good time. Value is relative, but seriously, don't overspend thinking you have to. Don't assume more expensive is better. Don't waste money. I have tried rosé wines for $100. Insanity. It was good, but not really any better than those for around $20 or so. Do you want to know why I said rosé wine is an all year round thing? I always find the concept of seasonal rather flexible in general. I remember years ago trying to buy some bookends so that the books didn't fall off a bookshelf. The store didn't have them, told me it was a seasonal item. Reading is seasonal? When did that happen? Different store, and I was shopping for cocktail sauce. They didn't have it. Seasonal. Shrimp cocktail is seasonal? What's seasonal? So I'm putting myself out there and saying rosé wine is not seasonal. It's not just for warm weather. It is not just for summer. It is delicious. And delicious fun wine should always be in season. What can be really great is that you can get some great deals at certain wineries in the fall when they want to sell their rosé to make room for their new wines. Even wine stores may do the same. Rosé wines may not last forever, but they will definitely last for quite a bit. If it's ever hard to find rosé wines, you just have to hang around until Valentine's Day or Mother's Day. They'll be all over the stores. The pink could blind you. Let's look at these wines I have here. When I first planned this video, I had way more rosé wines out here, but I drank them. Since looking at an empty bottle is just mean, I did take pictures of those bottles originally. I'll show them and talk about them in a later video. So many people think rosé must be from Provence in France. Nope. I think people are most familiar with rosé from Provence. It has incredible marketing and a long history. Sometimes I think that the success of Provence marketing rosé wine as fabulous by a beach or pool convinced people that summer was the only time to have rosé. No. Some people believe that the pale color of Provence wines ensure that it will be dry. Most rosés are dry. Just like any style wine, you can go from savory to fruit forward to sweet. Many people confuse fruit forward with sweet. Nope, but that is an entirely different video. Now would be a good time to mention that rosé wine comes from red grapes. It gets its color from the skin. No downside to mentioning this for those who don't know and didn't want to ask. If you don't know something, always ask. Here's more info. Different grape varieties may add different shades of pink, like this. There's a whole world of delicious dry rosé wines, no matter the shade of the wine. There are rosés made from Pinot Noir, Sangiovese, Cabernet Sauvignon, Garnacha, and more. In these glasses, there's one made from Mourvedre and Aglianico. I do love rosés from Provence, but I'm not exclusive. Let's look at these two. Similar grapes, different locations. Rosé wines from Provence are a blend of different varieties of grapes. They will almost always have Syrah, Grenache, and Cinsault. Then it can be a bunch of other varieties. They may or may not tell you. This rosé from Côte de Provence gives you the percentage, and it clearly states that it is from Côte de Provence. Let's take a closer look at the front of this label. Here it clearly states that it's from Côte de Provence. If you look at the back of the bottle, they give the exact percentages of all the grapes that are used in this wine. If you'll notice, it also tells you that it goes with everything. Not all wines are this helpful. By the way, I had tasted this wine before I bought it. Anytime you can taste a wine before you buy it, do it. Xavier is the importer, and he has a bunch of other delicious wines. If you can find an importer you like, it is not a bad way to choose wines. There are a bunch of other areas within Provence that have different styles, so just reaching for that rosé from Provence is not a sure bet of a delicious wine for you. They will not all taste the same. On to this one. Côte de Roses is from Languedoc, which is not in Provence. I originally pronounced Languedoc. I kept going Languedoc, and then I Googled it, and it's Languedoc. If you're ever unsure of how to pronounce a wine, ask the person who's pouring it for you, or you could Google it. By the way, it is roses and not rosés. I love this wine, and I recommend it often. The bottle alone is worth buying. Same basic grape varieties as the wine from Provence. It is front and center. However, if you look at the back of the bottle, not only is any information hard to read, they actually don't give you much. There certainly is more information on the Xavier bottle, so you can't always count on the wine giving you the information you need. Just like in Provence, rosé from the same area can taste different. I went to a tasting of a bunch of rosés from Languedoc, and they were all different. At this point, you may say, hey, I like what I'm drinking now, I'm good. I get that. But there's always the joy of discovering a wine that you say, wow, or even, wow, I want more of that. If you don't spend an unnecessary amount of money on wine, there's no downside for trying some new wines. Best ever is comparing wines with friends and family. I did something just like that here. We compared 3 rosés. Everyone did not agree on their favorite. The 3 wines we tasted were the Côte de Roses that I had mentioned before, Whispering Angel, an incredibly popular wine from Provence, and La Vieille Ferme, an inexpensive bottle. They were all made from the same basic 3 grapes, Grenache, Syrah, and Cinsault. Put in the comments below who you think won, or else who you think should have won. You can always do the same thing I did. You can have people bring their favorite rosés and compare. Be prepared to be surprised. I have some fun tasting mats in the store just to do that. Link is in the description. Everyone won't agree because people have different likes and dislikes. This is why I will not be giving tasting notes or those random scores out of 100 in case you were going to ask. Nope, whether I like them or not doesn't help you. Whatever I sniff or taste may not be helpful to you at all. It may be an unpopular thought, but wine scores are just marketing tools. Wineries love them, but I don't know if it would help you as the consumer. Please don't believe that a score of 96 is insanely more delicious than a 91. Are wine scores even published below 90? Maybe. Think for yourself and trust that you know what you like and don't like. I know that some people take wine way too seriously. It helps to know enough so that you can choose the wines you think are delicious. A little knowledge goes a long way. There's no right or wrong in what you think tastes good. I am all about the joy of discovery. My shop is literally Wine Discovery Made Fun. My logo literally says join the fun. So I hope you join the fun. This has been Ellen from Wine Talk with Ellen. Please subscribe and let's keep this party going. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Links to my blog and my store are in the description. Check it out. Cheers to all. Until next time, I'm Ellen at Wine Talk with Ellen.